Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. There. Ah, eh, 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 ah. Okay. Now, gotta reach out to my old friend, Anders. Aw, it's been so long since I've seen Anders. Gosh, months. Dear Anders, I have some pressing questions to ask you. Want to Zoom sometime? XOXO. Pinky. Send. Whoa, that was fast. Cool, yeah. Oh, right now? Excellent. Sending, Zoom link. Ugh, gotta copy and paste it. So much to do to set up a Zoom link. And send. Here's the link, buddy.
Hey, Pinky.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Relatively, I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I mean, the sun's setting. It's 4:30. Really adds to the apocalyptic feel, doesn't it?
It really does. Yeah. I've got my blackout curtains there, blacking out the blackness. So, not changing anything really.
Nope. I live in a basement, and eternal darkness is my friend.
Amazing. You're looking good, Pinky.
Hey, thanks. My felt isn't that bumpy, just a little bumpy, maybe a little bumpier. I don't know. It's been tough on everybody, this pandemic.
What's your felt maintenance routine to keep your felt from getting too bumpy?
I'm so glad you asked. I sometimes will use one of those lint brushes just to gently remove anything, like any impurities in the felt,
You shave?
Me?
Well, I don't know. It's a personal question. You don't have to answer.
Hey, no, that actually might be a really good way to get rid of these bumps.
I don't know. Outer care is important, whether it's skin care or felt care, and whatever you're doing that makes you feel good and like you got to look after yourself these days. You always do, I guess. But
yep, for sure, man. I don't use a razor, but maybe it would work to get rid of some of those bumps. If only I had a beard to necessitate a razor, or hair, really, of any kind. These are feathers. I don't know if you knew that.
Of course, yeah.
They only grow
they're
there.
looking very nice, but I guess that means you don't have to worry about trimming them because they don't. They're going to remain that same length. I've been getting the long pandemic thing going on, so.
Oh yeah, you could rock some pigtails too.
I could. I should actually try that out and see. I could maybe even do your style of thing with the two things up here.
Oh yeah, you rock that for sure, bud.
I think I could. I need proper hair elastics. I tried it and I only have just rubber bands, which is terrible because it's just going to yank out so much hair. But yeah, I need real hair elastics.
Yep. Well, once you get them, you can come to me for pigtail tips. Huh?
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Are you using hair elastics to keep your feathers like that, or do they grow out like that naturally?
Yeah, I guess they just grow out like that naturally. I guess that's a little different. Yeah, these little cubes here. Yeah.
Those cubes. Okay, because I thought those were like hair elastics, but I see it now. Yeah. Oh, those are neat.
Yeah. Little
like
wooden
dye
cubes.
Almost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Funny you brought up the whole razor thing earlier. Yeah, I've been telling a bunch of people this. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm coming out as non-binary. Yeah.
Congratulations. That's
Thanks.
amazing.
Thanks.
That's
Uh,
fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned you were interested in a beard or thinking, or it was a thing that was on your mind. So that's so cool. That's
It
great.
really is. Yeah. Maybe I can just like tack one on or something. I mean, you know, something I can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to do. I mean, I don't know how beard and felt work. So I mean, maybe you can just add more felt.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
it's
feathers? Like, I don't know.
it's your face. You get to do what you want with it.
Right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's what brings me to why I needed so urgently, well, urgent isn't exactly the right word, but like so much, very much wanted to talk to you.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
it's always a pleasure talking to you for any reason, but I'm
buddy.
very curious now what the real reason was or whatever.
Likewise. Aw. Just basically that, well, you know, uh, you're a pretty stylish dude.
Thank you. That's very nice of you to say.
Facts are facts. And I tend not to wear clothes. Like,
I've noticed that. Yeah,
hmm,
it's true. Though you do, for somebody who doesn't wear clothes, you've got like an amazing color palette going on. It's
yeah.
really great. You've got the like three color combination. It's just the right number of colors and they're really working well together. So,
Oh,
I mean, for somebody who doesn't wear clothes, you're very fashionable.
no, come on. Thank
Well, it's
you.
true.
Oh, I'm learning on how to take compliments, but
It's hard, isn't it?
it's so
I,
hard.
my instinct is always to defer, reject, or put it down, say it's
Hmm.
nothing. It's
Yep.
it's so hard to just say thank you, but that's what you got to do.
Yep. Simple as that, really.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, I like my color palette too. It's great. It's me. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, I was sort of, well, thinking about when lockdown and the pandemic's over and I have to start seeing people again.
Mm-hmm.
And well, look, pink doesn't mean girl, right? But unfortunately, we live in a society where often when people see pink, they think girl. Like I walk in a store and people are like, ma'am, right? And, that's fine, uh, except it can get a little tiring, all the time, every day.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. No,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what I was just thinking of while I was looking at you because I like you there's a lot of pink. You've
Mm,
also got the blue arms. We've
mm.
also got like your big white eyes. So without the yellow, you're the colors of the trans flag already. Like it's amazing. If you take away your gloves and your feathers, like yeah, pink and white and blue together, that's the trans flag right there.
Ah! I didn't know that. I mean, I did, but I never like looked at the trans flag and thought, ah, me. But
Yeah,
it totally
that's
is.
you.
You're right.
Yeah,
Cool. Meant to be.
it
Aw.
totally is. But yeah, you were talking about clothes. So, and I don't
Mm,
want to try to like take away from that at all.
mm.
I'm just in awe of what you already are and what you have right now, which is so cool. Which is so amazing. I'm also just like really in awe of and really excited about your coming out journey and process. That's something that's so exciting and really beautiful, and I'm just very happy for you. So yeah, I'm very happy to talk about this stuff.
Thanks,
uh,
bud.
of course, of course.
Um,
So yeah, you want
so
to
I
talk
was
about
just,
clothes?
yeah, I
i'm
was just
i'm
gonna
i'm
say, like,
down.
you're the most sort of stylish, I guess. A friend asked me once, like, they were like, they're also non-binary, and they were like, what I like to do is, look online or find other people that are non-binary or just in general what styles I like. And my answer to that was, well, Anders.
Oh, that's very well. I'm very flattered. I'm very
And
that
I
that
thought, I'll ask, How do you do it? How do you stay so stylish? You get this really nice like balance where you're very much a man, and you have a bit of a feminine, if you don't mind me saying, twist.
No, I don't mind at all. I like maintaining that. Having just, I don't know, some playful, colorful aspects in what I'm wearing. Well, I mean, I put on this shirt because I knew I was going to be chatting with you. I know I responded right away to your message, but I
You
did have
were
time
on
to
it.
quickly change shirts.
It's such a nice shirt.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a little brag about this shirt, a thing that you won't see on Zoom normally, but that's
Okay.
very special that I think is really cool about it. If you look at this shirt,
Yeah.
each of the buttons has a different color thread holding it on, and it's using the different colors of the whole different thing. So I don't know if that shows up, you can see, but yeah,
Yep.
each
The closer
button
I get
is
to the camera, the better I can always see.
Here, I'll show you again. So you got, yeah, that's like an orange that looks like green. I'm looking at my screen from a weird angle too. So, oh yeah, that's blue. It's orange again. Yeah. So I think that's my favorite little like tiny detail going on this shirt. But
So
the
pretty.
secret, this shirt was a gift. A
Hmm.
friend just gave it to me
Oh.
because he wasn't wearing it anymore. He just was. I I'm very lucky in that I have a few friends who have given me their clothes over the years, and I don't like throwing away clothes.
Hmm.
So I live with my partner, and he has the area where his clothes are, and I have the area where my clothes are, and my clothing area takes up 3 times as much space as his does. So
Well, that comes as no surprise to me. Um, back in the day when things were open and we'd just run into each other at Bad Dog, I'd always be like, ah, ah, where did you get those pants? Like that. I don't know if you recall, but it'd be a normal thing. Even though I don't wear clothes, or, well, haven't in the past, doesn't mean I didn't appreciate, what you were doing.
well, thank you. But okay, so here's what I'm excited. I'm excited for you for so many things, but now I'm excited for you about your journey on starting to wear clothes.
Yeah.
Because one thing that I love so much is it's sort of my way of at the start of the day thinking about, okay, what kind of day is today going to
Hmm.
be? And I can
Hmm.
use my clothes to decide what sort of image I want to put out into the world on that particular day. And it sort of gives each day a little bit of a different flavor and a different feel. And now you
So, like,
have the opportunity to like add that piece of flavor to your day.
what would be an example of a type of flavor you've worn in the past? Like a thing you've been like, this is my look.
Great question. I wonder if I'll have a good answer for that. Well, okay. For instance, today I was like, "Oh, I'm going to be chatting with Pinky, and I love your color palette, and I think of you as just so colorful,
Hmm.
because your yellow and pink and blue are also bright and vibrant. So I was like, oh, I want to put out a bright and vibrant look as well, and
Hmm.
I grabbed this and." I almost grabbed a different shirt that has a really bright and colorful pattern on it, but the problem is that on that shirt it only like does it in this section, and then from here up just looks boring and normal. So I'm like, oh well, I'm chatting on Zoom, that's not going to work.
Hmm.
So yeah, like this to me is just about uh, doing something that's warm. You always make me smile, and this is a very like smiley shirt. This shirt almost feels a bit like I think about. It makes me think of Mr. Dress Up almost,
Yeah.
and so all of those feelings just felt like the right feelings to bring into this interaction. And so yeah, I that's sort of what I was thinking when I chose those flavors.
Okay, cool. So, like, you kind of pick your mood and then you do, so, like, you were thinking colorful and rainbows is what I want to give off today. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, like some Muppet realness.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I'm a big Drag
Absolutely.
Race fan. For
Drag Race
so long,
is.
I'd be watching that show and I was like, why can't I look away? Why can't I look away? It's just like, I can't stop watching the show. And it was like, my roommate said, well, maybe because these people are your Jungian shadow. And I was like,
Whoa.
Google that. You didn't go to university. And I was like, And I was like, maybe it's because they're showing me how to be a fabulous woman. And I was like, nope, nope, nope. It's because they're also men dressing up as women.
Yeah. Well, playing with that sort of thing is just so much fun.
Yeah.
It's well, also I love it because you're sort of breaking the rules a little bit, and that feels kind of exciting to do something that's a bit transgressive in that way.
Never thought of it like that before.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the rules are always changing, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of upset some people,
yeah, yeah, and it's not like I'm trying to upset anybody. It's more that I just want to like it's fun to prove that like oh actually this thing that I've always told myself that I am not allowed to do or shouldn't do, maybe I can do it. Maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe I'm not going to hurt anybody. Maybe it's fine. Um, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
I I want to hear about. I'm talking about my like fashion and interests, and you mentioned that you like the way that I dress. But
Mm.
are there any other? And you talked about Drag Race, but I'm curious: are there any other like sort of looks or fashion inspirations or colors or palettes that excite you right now?
Mm. Yeah. I mean, I've got to kind of work with what I am. So it should probably be in kind of the something that matches pink and yellow and blue.
Yeah.
I really like yeah, maybe I need to get like some kind of hat to hide these pigtails.
I mean, yeah, if you wanna hide them, or I mean, they might look very good just poking out a little bit from a hat,
Oh my gosh.
just like having it sort of like swept to the side and just sort of popping out one one side might be very cool. I
Oh my
think you'd
gosh.
look great in a hat.
Yes. Once all this is open up again, like once we're out of lockdown, we should do a makeover day.
I would love that. I would love that. Oh, can I make one big suggestion? Because you
Please.
were talking about like, oh, I got to work with what I've got. you know, don't ever be shy about, you know, changing or altering or messing with the clothes that you get to make them work for you. Because I was thinking like, oh, why don't you get a hat and cut two holes in it so you can pop your pigtails out of it? Because that like if it's your clothes, you get to do what you want with it. So you might as well pop a couple holes in there. That would be perfect.
Anders, you are not only stylish, you are also a genius.
Well, I'm just thinking this is the problem with the fashion industry is not always geared toward all body types and all sizes, and so there's not a lot of puppet representation in fashion, and so if you want to work with what is out there, you may have to just sort of take matters into your own hands and make some changes to make it work.
Yeah, make it fit my body. Lots
Yeah,
of sleeves of shirts.
yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
I can buy a bunch of shirts, cut off the sleeves, and then give you the rest of the shirt.
yeah, yeah. I'll
We
get the
share
guns
clothes.
out. I'll just have like no sleeves.
Anders, I
That'll
think
be
you and I have the
great.
same size guns. Where's the
Yeah,
beach?
I would love that. Well,
Yeah.
because I love cutting up a shirt and I love messing with it. And I'm not very good at sewing, but another thing that I like to do, I'll go to the dry cleaners who will make alterations for you for really quite affordable
Oh.
amounts of money. Like if there's something that you really like that's just off by a bit and you're like, I'm not sure how to sew this myself, you can take it to the dry cleaner and they'll make a little alteration to it for relatively cheap.
Cool. That is such a great tip. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. So many great tips already. Oh, this is so helpful. I mean, I'm trying
I'm
to
glad.
process both wearing clothes that are a little closer to how I feel on the inside, and also just sort of clothes in general.
Sure.
So yeah, it can all be so, like, I want to wear what feels right for me, but I feel like I have to kind of push the edges a little because, what feels right isn't always, well, some things that are right are a little weird feeling at first. And sometimes things you think are right and you try and you're like, no, 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 no.
Yeah. And one of the things that's tricky about any kind of coming out process is just like in some ways it feels a bit like being a teenager all over again, because when you were a teenager, that's when you're like searching around for your identity. So it's so much more socially acceptable for teenagers to like make these big wild choices while they're trying to find their identity and figure it out. But now here you are, not a teenager having to do that as well. And I say, give yourself permission to be a teenager again. Go for it.
Man, it's what you're saying is so true. I've felt it's almost like it was then that, like, not to go dark, but like something
Sure.
broke in me and that I never got to fix until now. So it's sort of like when I think about it, I almost in my mind revert back to being young because I have to learn it all from the beginning.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So yeah, now's the time to make big, bold choices and know that you don't necessarily have to stick with any of them. Like you can, because you're trying stuff out and you'll see what feels the best and what fits. And then, eventually maybe you'll continue to just make big, bold choices, and that's amazing too. But yeah, you get to be on a journey of discovery, which is just so juicy and exciting, and I'm very happy for you.
I'm so excited. Oh, and just unlike humans, I can like play with different hair and not worry about having to cut it all off. I can just like literally pin any hair to my head.
You know what? Humans can do that too. I got so many wigs. I have so many wigs.
Do you ever wear them out in public?
Not really. No, I mean, I wore a wig for Halloween.
Yeah.
But my wigs I usually just end up using them for character things. I don't
I was going
usually
to say
use
you're a
them
sketch comedian, so of course you have like
yeah.
wigs. It's a prerequisite.
And I mean, and it's the sketch comedy, but it's also I'm a very big fan of Halloween, and so I always try to like do something wild, and that often involves getting a new wig. But yeah, no, I don't really wear them out, and partly is that I find that they're a little bit uncomfortable. Like I already have a bunch of hair, and so it can get pretty warm stacking hair on hair. But yeah, I might have to give it a try. Maybe come up with a look that would work well with a wig. My wigs are all pretty cheap character wigs too, though. I'm not like a drag queen who has like nice fancy wigs that they would know how to style. I just have the cheap shake and go kind.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for giving me some tips
Of
on
course.
how to approach getting dressed.
Oh, I want to do like a fashion spread photo shoot with you when it's possible. I would love to, like, because that's a fun way to just like feel very stylish in your clothes and in the choices that you've made. And it's also an excuse to try on lots of different things back to back to back to back. So like a fun little just like fashion shoot, that would be a hoot.
As soon as all this is over, let's do
I
it.
mean, or we could even do it outside if you get clothes ready. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
it might
that's a
be a
good point.
bundle. It might be just a series of different winter jackets shoot, but
Well, I don't feel temperature, so
oh, well, that's
mm,
amazing. That's very
yeah,
convenient.
yeah.
What
So
else
there's a
don't you
bonus there.
feel?
I can wear like a, you know, swimwear in July and be fine.
That's great. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you've made it this far without wearing anything at all, so I guess that makes sense.
Hmm. Well, I'll work on my best duck faces and best poses you know?
Yeah, one of the tricks is you got to pose a little bit in a way that no normal person would ever stand. That makes you look a little bit broken. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Yes.
Oh, broken. I could do broken.
oh, this is
Am
fashion
I
right
hot?
here.
Is this
Yes.
what hot is?
Oh, you look perfect.